I have some great news. I have an interview for a job as a stapler salesman, and I think this is something I can really do. So I'm incredibly passionate about selling staplers. It's something I've been wanting to do for my entire life, ever since I was a little kid. And so I wanted to practice my interview skills, and I want you guys to tell me how I do in this. And so I have a list of questions. These are the top 10 interview questions. They have the best answers. I'm not going to look at those because I'm unique and I don't want to use anybody else's answers. And so the first question is, what is your greatest strength? I think my greatest strength, well, I know my greatest strength, is that I'm very passionate about selling staplers. It's something I've wanted to do my entire life, and I just love doing that kind of thing. It's like, when I was a little kid, I just couldn't get enough of staplers. I love stapling things. I love taking staples out with the little staple remover. And I do know some brands of staplers have a stapler remover built in, and not a lot of people know that. So when I'm selling these staplers, I'm going to make sure they know that these staplers, they don't just staple. You can take the staples out with the stapler. And that's something that, since people don't know that, they're going to say, wow, that's pretty great that you told me that, and we're going to buy our staplers from you from now on. And this kind of passion is something that it's deep inside of me. It's not something that's going to go away. And the next question is, what is your greatest weakness? My greatest weakness is that when the customer asks a question, I always tell the truth. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't lie. So, for example, if they say, how does this stapler I want compare to other staplers? And let's say it's a mid-range stapler. I'll tell them it's a mid-range stapler. That means its duty cycle is not as high as one of the more expensive staplers. You might get some missed staples. It doesn't hold as many staples as the higher end staplers, so you're going to be running back and forth all day putting those staples in. And I would really recommend that you get one of the higher end staplers, because you're just going to be more productive all day. And because you're not going to have to waste your time taking out misstapled staples. You're not going to have to waste all day putting staples in. Maybe even go for an electric stapler. You never know. Maybe that's something that's going to be very helpful for you. And you know what? If you do go for one of the higher end staplers, we're going to give you a stapler remover for free, included in the price. Next question, tell me about yourself. Well, you guys know I'm the cat man. You've probably seen on my resume that I've been self-employed for the past few years, and I get a couple of clients every now and then, but it's just getting really boring because, I really enjoy the work that I was doing, fixing computers for people. I just wanted to do more. I think that selling staplers is something that will be helpful, not just for you guys or for me, but for our customers as well. And like I said, I got a passion for stapler selling. And my dad sold staplers. My mom sold staples. That's actually how they met. My dad he needed to call it the supplier about staplers and staples, and talked to my mom, and man, there we go. And I think that's a pretty cool story. I think how they met. Why should we hire you? Well, that's because I'm driven to sell staplers. I just cannot you just cannot say how much I'm driven. I'm passionate about staplers. It's like, I know I've said it so many times, but that's because I love staplers. They're great. You can't just have stacks of papers all around. You need a staple and those papers to keep them together, and you need a stapler to put the staple into the staple. And now I realize a lot of people, they don't use as much paper as they used to, but we still got schools We still have worksheets that need to be stapled together. We still have little kids that are might lose their papers if they're not stapled together. And that's the kind of place we might want to be focusing on selling. Because some of these big businesses, they don't use as many staplers as they used to. And so there's schools and libraries that I think is where the best market's going to be in the future. And that kind of insight, the ability to foresee where we should be selling the staplers, I think that's the best reason to hire me. And what are my salary expectations? Well, it's a sales job, so I wouldn't expect a salary at all. I would have a commission on it, 1%, because I know that sounds very low, but I can sell staplers nonstop, and so and actually it's probably gonna might be a bad deal for you guys, because I'll sell so many staplers, I'll be making thousands of dollars a day, and that means hundreds of thousands for you guys, and that's not a deal you guys can pass up. Next question: why are you leaving or have left your job? Well, it's like I said, I've been self-employed, and now and then I don't get as much business as I'd like, and I just want to do more, and so I just want to leave that self-employment behind, get into what I really love, and that's selling staplers. Why do you want this job? I love staplers. I study them. I know every model and every brand. I know them all the way back to when the first stapler was invented. I've got a collection of staplers in my house, and they're all sorted alphabetically by size, by brand. And I use staplers every single day, and I understand just how important staplers are, because people don't realize that they're so important. They think, oh, I don't need a stapler right up until I need it, and we gotta go running around trying to find our staplers. And so selling those staplers is going to be real help to everybody. Next question: how do you handle stress and pressure? Oh, I'm absolutely amazing under stress and pressure. When the pressure's on to sell staplers, I'm going to be selling them non-stop, 24/7 if I have to. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care. I'll make as many sales as I need to, and I'll go well beyond that. I'm gonna just blow away all expectations. Number 9. I don't know why I said number 9, because it's the number 9th question. Next question: describe a difficult work situation / project and how you overcame it. Well, this one actually relates to staplers. Before I was self-employed, I worked in the technology department, and we had a ton of papers, and we were having trouble keeping the papers together. We tried paper clips. We tried the little springy paper clips, but those things kept falling off, and some of the stacks were just huge. And I said, hey, well, you know what? Maybe we need a stapler. And so we tried a stapler. We just tried your regular mid-range stapler, and some of the stacks were just too big for it. And so I looked it up and found the best stapler we could find. Staples tons of pages all at once. Bought it, and we got the job done all in one day. Because that stapler was actually at the funny story. It's at this was a long time ago, so this is back when Staples was still open, and we bought the stapler from Staples, and so that's how I got it done in one day. Last question: what are your goals for the future? My goals is just one singular goal: selling staplers. And you know what? Maybe if I am really good at selling staplers, I can go on to sell staples themselves. I can sell staple removers. I can sell paper, pens, pencils, tape. um, what do you call those? Measuring stick things, rulers. I can sell any office supply, but by focusing on staplers, I can I can help a lot there. And then once you guys know just how good of a stapler seller I am, I mean you're going to be giving me all things to sell, everything, every single thing. Like I said, all the other stuff. You got executive toys, like those little clacker things that go back and forth. Sell those. Sell magic 8 balls, stress balls. I can even sell fidget spinners, executive fidget spinners. I know you're going out of style. I can tell you right now, if I had to, I could sell 100 of them to one person. That's just how good I am. And if you don't hire me, you'll be passing up this deal. And there's a couple other companies they're looking at me, and they're willing to pay me a lot of money to work for them. And the reason I'm giving you such a good deal for me is that I like this company. Your company is just something I've always appreciated. When I've had to call in to buy stuff, I've always appreciated how you guys are always on top of everything. You guys are fast. You guys are accurate. The web portal is amazing. When I've needed help, you guys were always there, 24/7. And so that's what, and I love the staplers you sell. You guys don't sell bad staplers. You guys don't sell the knockoffs. You sell real, genuine staplers. And that's what I love about this place. And that's why I want to work here and not at the other places. But if you guys do not offer me the job, I'm going to have to go to one of the other ones that are offering me a higher salary. And now I know I said I'd work for 1% commission, but just realized that some of these other guys are offering me $100,000 a year plus 15% commission. So just think about that when you do offer me the job, because if I'm going to have to check my financials, and if anything happens, I might have to go with them, even if you do offer me the 1%.